What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Flyin Brown's Garage. In today's episode, it is technically night. It's like 17 degrees out, as you can see. It's cold. I don't have any wood left. I burnt through it all. I've got that kind of smoldering in the wood stove, and that's about it. But in today's video, what we're going to be doing is going through this unit, that unit, that unit. From the last time we did a video, I kind of fixed the belt catch and it didn't do it. So we're going to do a proper belt catch, and then we're going to ride this thing, see how it does. We'll do that tomorrow, of course. And then we'll probably jump straight to that one. Got to do a little bit of belt work on it. I'm thinking of some new front wheels and tires if I can fit them. And if that's the case, we'll dig it out from over there, clean it up, fix it, take it for a ride. I want to put this over there and cover it up. That way it don't get so dusty, because this one's white. So I'd like to do that. And then after we're done with this one, we'll slide this one over here, get that unit down, of course, after, before we put that there. Get that cleaned up, fixed up. There's a little bit of belt work I need to do on it, belt catch and brakes. I need to work on the brakes on this too. And once I get the brakes good and belt catch is good, we should be good. That's all we really need to do is brakes and belt catches and a good bit of riding. So with all that being said, y'all be sure to go down and smash that like button, comment down below if you have any questions, just want to say something, and let's get into today's video. I had to go inside for a cup of coffee. It is cold out here, so I'll throw in a little picture of temperature here. So now y'all see what I'm talking about. It's cold for this southern boy. If y'all are watching from up north or anywhere in that area, of course y'all are going to be laughing at me going, that's not cold. Well, I totally agree with you. It is not cold compared to where y'all are at. Actually, that'd be a warm temperature for y'all. But down here in the south, seeing that the weather's been different for the past 4 or 5 years, our winters have been kind of hot. Not much cold weather, and they've been in spurts. But this winter has been much different. It's just cold. But hey, that's what winter's about. So I'm kind of glad for it to be cold again. I'm not gonna be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've missed the snow and stuff, even though we have not got any snow. I wanted to do a couple snow ride videos for you guys on the Beast and kind of see how capable my machines are, even though I didn't build them for that. But we have had no snow, so I'm just waiting. We had a little flurries this morning when I was cooking breakfast, but otherwise I haven't seen hide nor hair of the shit. But I got just a tad bit of heat left. Basically coals at this point. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and crawl up under the sheriff mower. We're going to see about where we need to put belt catches and see what we need to do. And if it's easy, we'll go ahead and do it tonight. If not, I'm going to go ahead and decide and edit video because I've got one to finish and one to start, and then we'll come back to it tomorrow. Either way, we're going to come back to this unit tomorrow. If we fix it tonight, we're going to come back tomorrow and write it. If we don't fix it tonight, we're going to come back tomorrow, fix it, and write it. So that's the plan. Let's get under it, see what we're working with. Alright, we are under the sheriff mower. So, what we keep having problems with is the belt is falling off over here. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to just kind of bend that in. But I don't know if I can do that, especially as cold as it is. I'm out of gas in my torch. So, in that case, what I'd like to do... Damn, I don't want to have to pull all that apart. Just to drill a hole. Such a pain in the ass. I was thinking about putting a bolt in here, right here at the edge of this, but I may just try to heat it and bend it. Maybe we'll pop the pulley off. I think it's a stud. Yeah, I think that's a stud. So I can pull that nut washer pulley off. And then what we can do is see about the bending that tab in. I might have enough gas to heat it. I'd like to think I do. Our brake setup's still holding up. Looks like it's a little lower than I'd want it, but you know, it's not an off-road machine. It's not something that we're really going to be racing. It's really, in all reality, more of a toy for around here than anything. But I mean, at some point we may use it as a pace car if we do a race. I think it would be perfect because it's got the lights and shit on it, even though it says Sheriff Hazard County. So what, we can still use the pace car. So yeah, that's really all I plan to do with it. Maybe cruise it around the yard, make some videos with it, and take it to some shows. Other than that, really, it's not gonna get used a hell of a lot. It's mainly gonna spend its life sitting in that corner, except for, like I said, parades, shows, videos, pictures, stuff like that. So it don't have to be perfect, which I mean, it's damn near perfect in my eyes. For a throw together build, it really turned out pretty damn good, I'd say. I just don't want the belt to keep falling off. That's quite annoying. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and get the tools. We're going to pop that shit off and see if we can't get that belt catch bent and fixed. Alright, got our pulley off. There it is. So, let's see if we can't get this tab right here bent closer this way. First I got to heat it up, but afterwards we're going to see if we can't get it bent, and then all I got to do is put all of this back together and we should be good to go. Once again, I don't think I've done it in this video. I think it was the last video. Shout out to Braddock and Michael for sending me this gift. I love this thing. I've been using the tar out of it. It is a nice little tool case, and it's got pretty much every basic thing I need. So every time I need to lay on the ground, I can just grab that and have every pretty much basic tool I need except for screwdrivers and pliers and shit like that. But yeah, for sockets and ratchet, and then you got your little adapter for, you know, impact gun or whatever. It's great. So we surely appreciate you guys donating to the cause and to the channel. Like I said, I never asked for that, but anybody that has volunteered to do so, I surely appreciate it. You are noticed. You're definitely remembered every time I use or see whatever it is. But yeah, surely appreciate it. Let's get back to the video. Alright, so y'all just saw us working in speed form. Well, here it is in the finished form. We got a pulley back on, as you see, really closed that gap. No belts coming through that. We'll have to take the pulley off from now on, which is good. So that is perfect. I'm happy with that. Pulley still spins, all that good stuff. We also noticed up in here, let me get y'all some more light, that the this pulley, every time I would clutch, this one, the belt would come off. So I clipped and modified a stud, drilled a hole. We had to bend it because it's kind of angled that way, so we bent it back, and now it is about that far from the pulley, so it's not coming off either. The front also has two. There's one here that goes up and the other one that goes up for the front pulley, and if you see, the front pulley is not pulley swapped. It's just the rear. Yep, just the rear that is pulley swapped on this machine, as y'all see, because it's the F&R. But with all that being said, pulley system's done. So I think what we're going to do is go ahead and get it off the jack stands, all that good shit, get it on the ground, put some fuel in it, and then tomorrow we'll come out here and put a hot battery on it, take it for a good rip around the yard, and maybe clean it up a little more, and then we'll bring it and put it over here, and we'll bring this guy out. I'm trying not to flash that too much on camera. Nighttime I usually have my 38 snub on me, just in case. You know, there are people that ride these trains, and there's no telling who's coming through. That's the only thing I don't like about living here. But don't worry about me, I'm locked and loaded. But yeah, there's people that come through on the trains, and sometimes they've been able to jump off and walk through the yard at midnight. And the yard's dark out there, so I want something. I don't trust all that shit. I don't like it, but you know, what am I supposed to do? Start a fight with these folks? Can't put up a fence. Maybe if I buy the place, I'll put up a fence. But you know, that's here nor there. But yeah, so we'll ride this tomorrow, and then that'll be its new home. We'll cover it up so it's not so dirty and dusty all the time, and all that good stuff. So yeah, let's get it down and get some fuel in it. So to prevent making a mess, I'm going to use our pump, our hand side. Because like I said, Really don't want the same thing to happen that happened last time. I got a gas leak all over the fuel tank, or all over the mower, and it took some of the paint off. If y'all remember one of those episodes, actually it was me finishing this unit, but yeah, the fuel leaked out down here and ate this whole corner of the fuel bar, the little panel there. Mike had to fix it for us with his incredible paint skills. Shout out to Mike if you're watching. Appreciate you, bud. One of these days I'll be fancy enough to have an electric pump, but until then, this is pretty good. Alright. There is fuel in the tank. Alright, well, there it is. Slightly cleaned up. Definitely fueled up. She is ready to go. Actually, I got a can of earth spray over there. You know what? We may go ahead and clean this real quick. You know what? Let's do that. Let's go ahead and give this thing a quick wipe down. And yeah, I think she'll be happier. Nice and clean. And then when I cover it, hopefully it won't get dirty again, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's get this thing cleaned up. Alright. She's clean. Nice and clean. Look at that thing. I mean, don't it just look good? Really not bad for an old Murray. I'm loving it. Thing looks absolutely sick. It's just a cool build. And I know most are like, oh, well, it's basic. It's not lowered. It's not nothing. Well, to me, it don't have to be cool. Yeah, it's got a stock engine. It's got a stock exhaust. It's got a stock body, not modified. All it has is lights, paint job, stickers, wheels, tires, painted wheels, different transaxle. It's pulley swapped in the rear. It's got a different clutch system than it had before, and a front bumper. That's legit it. Switch panel, 12-volt DC plug-in. That's all, and a different seat. Otherwise, it's pretty stock sheriff mower. For as stock as a sheriff mower can be. So, I love the look of this thing. Yes, it looks stock, but I love it. It looks so cool. So, we are done with this, except for tomorrow we're going to take it for a ride. So, now that it's all cleaned up, we'll see you guys back out here again tomorrow, where we will take this thing out for a nice ride, and then we'll bring it back in here, wipe it down real nice, tuck it over there in the corner, cover it up real good so it is protected from the dust and dirt and crap that goes on in the shop. And then yeah, we'll be done with that one. We'll move on to the general, drag it out here and clean it up, see what's going on with it and that belt system, tighten those brakes up, get those working right, maybe even paint the front bumper. I don't know, maybe not. I'd like to, but I don't know if it's in the budget, so may not be. But get all that done, and then we can take it for a ride. Then we can move on to this unit here. I do want to say, after this video, we're going to be working on a mud mower that I want to build. It is a Craftsman AYP chassis, just like the Beast, with the old square body. It's actually the one that I got the hood from the Beast off of. If y'all haven't seen that video, we took the Beast for a ride. It has a hood that originally goes on it, which is the old squared sloped down hood with the vacuum cleaner looking headlight. So we got that hood off of this unit that I'm talking about now, but I want to turn it into a Beast 2.0, where we put the original Beast hood on it that had the logos, or the lettering where it said the Beast and had the Jeep logo on it and all that stuff. We're going to mount it to the front. I got to figure out some steering. We're going to have to harvest the transaxle. We have an engine sitting over here in the corner in a bag. It's the original engine off of John Man. Not the original, because the original was a Briggs Intech. It blew up. Or no, I actually think I put it on something else. But we swapped it for this Kohler that has a fairly new carburetor on it. I'm going to use that engine on this new build, but I just want something I can beat on. So that is the plan with that, and I think it'll be a really cool project. I've already got a 6-speed locked, I think it's a Peerless 970, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I've got one of those that we can go ahead and put in. It's pulley swapped. It's already got a lock diff. It's ready to go. I just need to do a little bit of modifications on the axles on both sides, and then we should be able to adapt it up in there. So we got a really cool build coming soon. Y'all be sure to stay tuned for that. I'm just kind of in this video tying up loose ends on projects, so when they're sitting, at least they're ready to ride. I don't like broken projects sitting around, especially after I put so much time into these things. I like it better when I can fix it, clean it, get it working exactly properly, exactly the way I want it, and then when I go to stow it away, I'll take the battery off, take the gas, siphon it out, and then we cover them up and hope that they don't get too dirty while they're being stored. So yeah, I'd like to get all these fixed, because the rest of them are in working order, and then all we got to do is worry about our future builds that we're working on, as in the new mower. I've got 2 coming from Shaggy. I think it's a Craftsman with the Bulldog front end, he said. I do believe it's a hydrostat, but we may do something for the driveway. I have been wanting to build a scraper, you know, and I was thinking it'd be good to maybe build it in the middle, so the scraper's kind of like a road grader, so it's right in the middle, and I could be able to lower it and raise it with the deck height lever. So maybe we can fab up something out of a newer Craftsman. Also have an old Wizard coming that is Shaggy's. Shaggy's Repairs on Facebook, Shaggy Small Engines on YouTube. I forgot almost exactly what his stuff was. Y'all be sure to go show him some love and follow him. But I've got a unit coming from him. One's going to be mine, one's going to be his. Like I said, the Craftsman's mine. The Wizard, we're going to be working on. It needs an engine and a couple other things that he probably has in mind. We also have a project in the back of his still that we need to get going, which is a lowered garden tractor, which I think will be cool. So I'm going to go ahead and quit babbling. We'll see you guys back out here again tomorrow. We will jump on this, take it for a ride, and see how good our little modifications did us. Alright, it is the next day and we're back out here. Last night we cleaned this thing up. Got the belt catches fixed, got some fuel in it. Today we have a hot battery. It's been charging nice and hot, probably like 12.8. First thing though, we're going to move this over there so we can get the battery in it, but I also want to move this out here so when we take this out to ride we can move this from where it's sitting here, because we're going to move it there. Then we'll move it over here so we can bring this back in here and put it in there. So we'll put y'all on the other camera, do a little shuffling around, then we'll go ahead and get our battery on and get ready to take it for a little ride. I will say it is cold. It is quite cold. I'm bundled up again today. It's a little warmer than it was yesterday. It's like 36, but for this southern boy it is cold. So we're probably not going to ride a whole lot outside, but we are going to get a decent little ride in, and then we'll put it up. So that's the plan. Let's get on the camera and do some shuffling around. Alright, got the general drug out, got the sheriff mower moved. Let's get our hot battery in there and then get y'all put on the chest mount and take this unit for a ride. Alright, battery's in. Let's fire this thing up. What the hell? I put enough gas in it. No, I didn't. I did not put enough gas. Okay, let's go get some gas. a little bit of fuel here. Just pour this down its throat. That might not be enough. It's a little bit. I'm going to give us a couple more laps around at least. Let me go put my fuel jug up and we'll come back out here and ride it a little more. Well, I'm glad to know nothing happened to it. And it was just low on fuel. Now it should. Fire back. Come on, baby. Man, weird. Maybe I need to put more gas in. Damn. It's being difficult. Alright. Should be enough. Let's check it now. May have to bottle feed it some. There it goes. Come on. Yeah, trying. Don't die. I'll have to go get another battery. Yeah, it's not liking this cold weather. So I think the engine's so cold that the battery is just too low to get it to fire over. So we are going to go get us another battery. Which is a pain in the ass. Because this battery's in here pretty tight. Around a bunch of wiring and shit. Come on. Off of there. Yes, I'm not asking, I'm telling. take this up there, swap it for a hot one. Alright. Got us a hot one. Why are you dying? It can't already be out of fuel. It ain't a fuel issue. Now I'm starting to wonder. Is she flooding out? I think it is flooding out. I'm not putting another battery on this. It's either going to fire up or we're putting it up. We're putting it up. Alright. Well, I don't know what's going on with it. I'm going to chalk it up as the fact that it don't like cold weather. Because otherwise it ran fine. But we did get to take it on a test ride. The belt did not fall off at all. So that's a plus. Brakes work. I've went through 2 batteries on it. But I'm going to chalk that up as cold weather too. Like I said, it is 30 degrees outside. But the lights look so cool on that thing. So damn cool. Freaking retarded. And I love it. Oh man. Well, I guess that's the sheriff mower, guys. We're going to go inside, take the battery out, siphon fuel, and put it in the corner. So, I'm sure we'll see this at some point again soon on the channel. But for now, we're done with it. Alright, we got her up in her face. I went ahead, it had a bunch of spider webs on the bottom, went ahead and took a broom, broomed all that off. I think what I want to do is swap out my wheels and tires here if I could get my valve stem out. I'd like to swap out my wheels and tires for some bigger ones in the front, if we can find some that fit. So, get my caps off that Mike gave me. Shout out to Mike. Also shout out to Butch, because we've been using the hand siphon. Almost every video that I do, I use that hand siphon. I even use it when I'm not working on videos. I love it. Damn, that thing is in there. Why is it so tight on the valve stem? No. Valve stem's so close to the wheel it's rubbing it. Okay, well, I'm gonna go see what I can't drum up for a set of wheels and tires, and see if we can't come back and put them on. Well, unfortunately, just as I've found every other time I've tried to put bigger tires on the front of this thing, well, they won't fit. They rub here on the bottom bracket, and they also rub the hood. It'd just be too much modification to have to figure that out. So, we have all 4 of our tires aired up. Like I said, we have cleaned it off. The one thing I'd like to check now and get situated is I would like to get our brakes tight and then get this thing down and kind of clean it up, and then tomorrow we can put a hot battery on it, put some fuel in it, take it for a ride, all that good mess. But with all that being said, let's dive into our brakes and see if we can't get them a little tighter than they are. If not, just replace the pads. Alright folks, we're pretty much done for the night, I do believe. We have brakes. And they work pretty damn good. I tightened them up down here on the joint itself, and I put a return spring in there and readjusted the spring that was originally there. Like I said, we got air in all 4 tires. Also did notice that the bolt was missing out of the bracket that holds the transmission stable, so I went ahead and found the bolt with a lock washer, and hopefully that keeps it in place and we don't lose another bolt. But with that all being done, all it really needs is to be cleaned, some fuel, a battery, and then we can ride it. So I guess what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get it down for the night and put it on the ground, put it over here somewhere, and then probably come back out here tomorrow and clean it, because it's cold out here. I think I'm almost about done for the night. Alright, there we are. Sheriff mower is covered up with 2 sheets, and there is our general. What I'm going to do real quick is, I'm not going to clean it, but I'm going to give it a good dusting off. And then we're going to call it a night. So, and as you see, it is pretty dirty. I think a good dusting will just do something for it. As you can see, let me see if I can get a better angle at that. See how dirty it is. Let's get this thing cleaned up some. Alright, it is real cold out here. Temperature just keeps dropping. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and go inside. Y'all just saw we got this thing cleaned up. It's looking good. As you can see, no more dust layer. Everything is a lot more clean, like on the hood, under the hood. Got that Edelcock. Nothing like Edelcock air breather to get your shit going. Well, we're done with that for the night. Tomorrow we'll come out here, put some fuel in it, put a hot battery in it, take it for a ride, see how it does, and then afterwards it's on to that guy. So the main ticket here in this video was really brakes. I wanted to get the belt systems right too, to where the belts wouldn't fall off, and so far we have been successful with the sheriff mower here. Brakes work, belt does not fall off. Brakes should be working on this, and if we can get it to where the belt don't fall off on this too, perfect. Good runners, belts don't fall off, brakes work, and I need the same with that one, because I need to have brakes if we decide to take them in a parade. So yeah, brakes. I think 2 out of 3 we've got brakes, so I know that one needs some work. We may actually end up doing the work on the lift, I don't know. It depends. So we'll see you guys back out here again tomorrow, where we will take the General out for a ride, see how it does, and get to work on the Bandit. Alright, it is the next day, day 3, and it is not as cold outside as it was yesterday. It's actually in the 50s, low 50s, high 40s. So last night we came through here and cleaned this thing up and got it ready. Shut that thing up, thank you. We got it ready to go. Got the pulley system situated, got the brakes tightened up, and we got it cleaned up. We're going to take it for a ride today, and then I'm going to come in and do a little bit of painting on this thing. Right here, our paint kind of came off of our wheel, so I'm probably just going to come through here and do black up to here, and then leave the backside chrome. We'll leave the front wheels chrome, and then I'm going to paint the front bumper. So let's get y'all on the other camera over here, get some fuel, get a battery in this thing, and then we'll get y'all on a chest mount and take it on a ride. Alright, let's see what we can't do. this machine. It is so much fun. Alright. We obviously heated this unit up a bit. It's got the typical expanding and contracting metal ticking sound. My pipes didn't even really warm up. Thing runs great though. Rides great. Everything's working. So I'd say this one is good to go. Except for let's paint the back wheels like we said and paint the front bumper. Get this thing looking just a little better than it did before. And then we will of course pull the battery and siphon the fuel and then put it up for storage. I'm almost thinking, I don't think that's gonna work like I thought so. Maybe that one under it. I want to put one of these under here, and I was thinking maybe raise it up while nothing's on it. Slide the lowest one under there, put the lift back down, and then put the one on top that I want to put on top. That was just an idea I had laying in bed last night. I'd like to see if it's possible, but I got to see how high this thing sits. If this unit sits too high, I think it's not possible, because that one definitely sits too high. That will have to be the one that sits up top. This will have to be the one that's on the bottom. So, I don't know. But I'm going to go inside, get some paint, and then we're going to come out here and paint our wheels and our bumper. Get this thing looking nice and sharp. And then we're going to call it on the general after we siphon our fuel and remove our battery, and then start working on this death trap that is the one that threw me off like a bull. If y'all remember me earlier when I was talking, we were riding this, if you could hear me. I said I'm going to try not to flip this one on me. Yeah, I flipped that one on me. Oh, it hurt. It hurt so bad. Nothing like a 1988 full solid metal death trap. Oh, that's propane powered, that just comes barreling towards you while flipping and then lands on top of you. Yeah, that's glad I'm still here to talk about it. But with all that being said, let's get some paint some stuff on the old general, get it looking a little better. Alright, here we are. We got our front bumper painted. It turned out looking really good. Decided to paint our front piece here. I didn't like it because it was too much orange. I'm honestly thinking I may paint all that gray on the hood black. And then we did our wheel. I like that. That's what it was. That's what it is. And we're doing it because of this. We don't have any more chrome paint, so I think that looks good. So, I guess let's do some more painting. Alright, we may have got a little carried away on the painting. I decided to paint the front bumper, and then I decided to paint the orange part here on the grill. Then I decided to paint the whole grill except for the vents. All the vents are still gray. Then I painted the sides all down through there. Of course here, not the inserts, all down through here. I did not paint the top. I decided to leave it to kind of give it a little accent. And then of course we painted 2 coats inside both of our wheels, so now they are black and chrome on just the rears. I think it looks pretty good. I could touch up the chrome a little better, but hey, for what it was and what it is now, it looks 10 times better. So we're pretty much done with this unit. Let's go ahead and siphon the gas out and then run it dry. And then what we'll do is take the battery out, and then we'll start working on this thing right here, which needs a few things. So let's put you on the chest mount and get to it. Alright. That's almost full. I'm going to siphon it back in the can over here. Alright. Let's do some fuel siphoning. The hood pins are a little tight, but they do the job. There. We'll start our siphoning process. Once again, shout out to Butch for this awesome hand siphon. I was able to get all the fuel, so put the cap back on. Open the door. Touch y'all back up some. And then what we'll do is run this thing until it is out of fuel. carburetor to make it to where it won't run next time we go to fire it up. I don't want any issues. So, I'm going to let that run until it is out. And then we'll start working on the battery. Alright, she's out. Let's remove the battery. And we are done with the General. Oops, you ain't seeing what I'm doing. My bad. Battery's off, key is up, fuel is shut off, fuel is out. I do believe we are good to go on the General, and we're going to start working on the Bandit. So, let's open her up. See what our air breather is looking like. Clean. Take that off and put it to the side. I guess we're going to work on this up here, so I'll probably remove everything from under here and then we'll get to work. Alright, 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3. We got the bottom end cleaned up so we can crawl up under there, do what we need to do. We did pull the air filter off so far. We do need to, Mike had mentioned this before. He said everything looks great, but there was one thing throwing him off, and he couldn't think about it for a while until it dawned on him. The wheels need to be gold, not silver. So we are going to be painting the wheels. We are going to be fixing the belt catch and the brakes and cleaning it up and getting the battery charged, or pulling this one out and putting a hot battery in it, because I don't know how good that battery is. And then just making sure everything's good on this, checking the oil and checking over everything, airing up tires and getting it ready to get down, ride it once again. Then it's going to be put up for the rest of the winter. So let's go ahead and crawl up under here and see what we're working with and what we need to do. Well, it's been a long time since I used this lift. There's no what the hell? That bottom shaft has been cut off of the engine. I never noticed that. Look up in there. It's been cut off. So really what we're wanting to do is need to get her belt on there. See how that one has a belt catch? Need one for this one. Oh, don't tell me that's a... I can't take that off. Oh, good God. I swear, whoever built this did not think about servicing shit. That is scary. Damn, dude. Like, couldn't you have thought of anything better than this? Now, I know you're seeing, oh, well, it's black. If y'all remember, y'all OGs to the channel, yeah, you'll see the black where I painted, but y'all will remember it as red. And the fenders were dark green, almost black, because they came off a Murray wide body. And then, of course, that's my patch panel color. But then you've got black Mowers. So, yeah. Oh, my camera battery's done. Good grief. Well, we got the belt on. You see, this one has a belt catch here. That one has a belt catch there. That one does not. The front does not. Not as worried about the front as much as I'm worried about that one right there. That's the one that keeps falling off. But if that bolt is welded, then what the f am I gonna do? Oh my Lord. This is the stupidest build. I mean, I love it, don't get me wrong. This machine is great, but whoever decided to build this did not think of a damn thing other than throwing it together to ride. Nothing else. It is just, it blows my mind. No, we also, oh, we do have belt catch back there. Okay. So there's even one on the rear pulley. There's just not one on the front, and there's not one on your flat idler here. So I guess let me see if I can find one for the flat. Maybe do something for the front, but for sure find something for the flat idler right there. Because yeah, that's the one that keeps popping off of. And then maybe we need to address some brake issues. That would be nice. So I'm gonna go replace this camera battery and then find us a belt catch, and then we'll be right back. Alright, I found something that I think we can use. It is supposed to be a belt catch for a Craftsman. I don't think that bolt, I think it's welded. Like an idiot. Like, damn, why would you do that? Like, why? You just really don't know how to build shit. Because it should always be serviceable. If you weld something, yeah, you can weld a stud up there. I've done that multiple times, where you weld a stud onto the frame. I don't know, that might be able to be taken off. That don't look like a bolt. That looks like a sleeve. Yeah, that looks like a sleeve. Maybe I can take this apart. Which would be nice, because honestly, that pulley needs to come down. That should give it enough. Oh yeah, we're not on the rear. Let me get it on the rear. Alright, we got the rear in place. So it's straight with the front. And all the rest of that's pretty straight. Except for that one. This one probably needs to be bent up some, and I probably will take care of that while I'm down here. I'm going to see if I can't remove that one and put the belt catch in place. Let's see. Will this even work here? Damn it. Come here. Not really. So I may have to do a little modifications. Let's see. Yeah, I got enough room to do that. Let's see. I'll put it. Come here. Quit trying to fall out of my hand. Let's get the light over here. There we go. Now y'all can see. Need to forget it up there. Yeah, it'll clear. It will clear. I just need to get it a little bent. Oh shit. If I bend it, it's not going to fit. Oh, damn it. I might need to find something else. Well, let's see. Alright, been working at this for about an hour. Let's climb under here. So, we bent this tab here forward so I could get a spring on the back of this. I brought tension this way on this pulley after I bent it, spaced it down in here and relocated the belt catch. We also have a spring going from here to there so it don't go back that way. So there's two springs that should keep it in place. Then we came up through here, we removed our idler pulley. We made this fit. And now we have a belt catch for the idler here, which is good to go, and I do believe the engine will be fine. It never did fall off the engine. It always fell off everything else, mainly that idler there. But now that all that's done, I also got all the cobwebs swept out from under here. I think what we're going to do is go ahead and pull our wheels off, and we're going to take them up inside, because I don't want to paint them outside. I'll pull them off. Take them inside tonight. Excuse me. Clean them and paint them. And then tomorrow bring them back out here. And then we'll clean up the rest of it and get it ready to go. So, pulley system is done. Oh yeah, tomorrow we're also going to need to work on the brakes, because the brakes do need addressed. Other than that, I do need a fuel regulator for this unit, and I need to get one at some point soon. But for what I've been doing with it right now, really ain't been getting rode. Plus we're putting it up for the winter. We can ride it without one for the time being. So that's the plan. Let's go ahead and address the wheels and tires. see if we can get those wheels painted up tonight. Alright folks, we have this unit sitting on blocks. I do have the wheels already inside. We're going to be getting those ready. Here, I'm gonna slide my fuel can under here real quick, just so it's out of the way of over here. Like I said, I got all our wheels, tires off. I have the paint and tape and everything inside. We're going to go ahead and paint those wheels inside tonight, let them dry up. We're going to leave this out here the way it is. Like I said, we did get our pulley system fixed up with belt catches and everything, so the only thing that doesn't have belt catches at this point is the front, and if that becomes an issue, we will address it. Otherwise, I think I'm going to leave it. Tomorrow, hopefully we'll be able to put our wheels back on, get to our brakes, get those done, and then we can get this thing cleaned up, get it down, take it for a ride, and then put it up for the winter, or the rest of the winter. So we will see you guys back out here again tomorrow with some fresh painted gold wheels. Alright folks, it is the next night. Would have been on this a lot earlier, but the winter storm that came through brought a lot of wind down here south where we're at, and it tore the tarp in the other shop. So up there where the dent side is, if y'all watch the videos, y'all will know where I'm talking about. It's technically the carport on the side of my house. I have the front and the sides tarped off. Well, the front took the worst of the beating. It completely tore the bottom of it. So I spent most of the day putting parts in the truck, cleaning up, organizing up there, bringing a bunch of stuff down here like tires, the engine hoist, the engine stand, this table, and a couple other things, and I set up another engine hoist out front, put some engine stands in the shop, kind of just cleaned up, organized, all that good stuff, and that took a lot of time. So up there now has the sides still on it, but the front is gone, so I just took it down. So the front and the back's now open, gives us a little more room. It's a little more clean up there and a little more organized. So now we're down here. Last night I spent a lot of time on these guys. It's got a ton of coats of paint because it is a brush on paint, but it looks good. I went over the Hoosier Daddies with a couple of coats of white, and then I decided to do a Goodyear knockoff type of parody type shit, and I did the Good Pops. Those are in light yellow, while we have the Hoosier Daddies in white. All four wheels are the same color. I did originally, if y'all noticed, the red caps were on the front wheels, and then the silver caps are on the rear wheels. Well, I got to thinking rear wheels hot, burnouts, speed, red cap. So we switched them. I know that's just a basic little change, but I like it. Love the wheels. We did not paint the backs. We left them silver. So it took one coat of a flat black, which is the black that we used on the General, on the wheels and stuff. We used one coat of that, and then we started coating, I think this is 8 or 9 coats of metallic gold paint. So I think they look great. I think they're going to look even better on the machine. So with all that being said, let's go ahead, lift up the front, put the wheels on it, and then we'll do the same with the rear. See how this thing's going to look with its new gold Who's your daddies and good pops? Who's your daddies and good pops? Let's get them on there. Alright, there she is with newly improved Who's Your Daddies and the gold wheels and the good pops. I think it looks good. Looks mean. So, now that we're done with that, let's address our brakes, and then we can get this thing cleaned up and ready to get down for a ride tomorrow. Sure is looking good though. I am digging the Who's Your Daddies and the good pops. Oh, let's get a view with the hood down. Now imagine it clean, shiny black paint, shiny gold wheels. Looks much better than everything having chrome wheels. Now this one has gold wheels. This one has chrome fronts, black and chrome rears. The Sheriff mower has black wheels. Then we've got military greenish wheels on the Beast and the tow rig. Wife's mower has silver wheels in the front, black in the rear. Yeah, so starting to look a lot different around here, and I like that. Different. I like different. Like this looks so good the way it is now. The black rears with the chrome centers and then just chrome fronts. Oh, I love that. It is a different look. I may do that again at some point with another set of wheels. Maybe a white center and black outlet, black outside with some whites on the front. Yeah, I think we could do that. So yeah, I like the difference in the wheel colors. They're not all the same, but I'm really digging that, and I think what we're going to do is go ahead and crawl up under it and address some brakes. Alright, I decided we needed to turn it around, and that's what you just saw me struggling with. That unit's got some weight to it. I'm not gonna lie. It is heavy, and the fact that I flipped this thing over on top of myself is even a little bit scarier, because it's heavy. It's all metal. It's an 88 Murray. All metal. Chassis, frame, body. The only thing that's really plastic is the headlight assembly here and the steering wheel. Everything else is pure metal, and she's heavy. So yeah, y'all saw me struggling with it a bit. Don't be surprised on that. I'd like to see y'all trying to pull this thing up here. I mean, probably be able to do it, but it's hard. I'd love to get a winch on the front of that at some point. It would be nice, but let's go ahead and get a light under it and crawl up under there and take a look at our brakes, see if we can't get them working again. Alright, we got it lifted up, and we had to put some cinder blocks under the jacks there because the jack wasn't tall enough, but we got it up. And let's get a brush here. Come through here and knock out all these ribs. we can work without spitters. Hate spiders, little bastards. Alright, you can tell we snapped the whole damn thing off of there. So we need to pull the caliper, pull the rotor, get that whole assembly cleaned up, and then find us a arm for said brake, and maybe just tap it into the clutch. I don't know, we'll see. I really don't want it on the clutch, but maybe that's where it needs to be. I don't really feel like cutting any holes for a lever or anything like that, so maybe we'll just put it on the clutch. Let's get that caliper off. Alright, I thought I had cut the camera on, but apparently I didn't. Got our brakes off. Let's get a little better light on the situation. Got our brakes off, all our parts are here. This is our caliper side, and this is our trans side. We're going to get all this stuff cleaned up and then reassemble and find the armature to be able to activate the brakes. Then we need to find a rod and figure out where we're going to hook it. Alright, I didn't show the process because y'all have seen me clean brakes a million times. I did find a thicker pad for the caliper side. The trans side is fine. We did go out into the storage shed and I found a lever on an old trans axle I have in there. We went ahead and cleaned it up with a wire brush, all that good stuff. So everything's ready to reassemble. We are going to cut the camera on and do a little time lapse, get this on here, and then all we got to do is worry about hooking it up, and then we'll have a working set of brakes once again. Alright, we have a set of refurbished brakes on here. All we gotta do is get a linkage to get them hooked up. Then we can put our wheel back on, and then all this thing's gonna need is hot battery, a good cleaning, some air in the tires, and she'll ride. Alright, we found us a rod to be able to do the brakes. I got a spring cleaned up. I've got the locking mechanism for the back of the rod, and then a washer. We also drilled a hole so I can put a pin in it to lock this on. It is going to run through that hole, of course, right there on the brakes. Let's get y'all a little closer so y'all can see. And then it is going to have a bolt welded on the other end to go through that hole right there, which will in turn pull everything forward and give us brakes. I've got to cut this off here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to leave the head on this bolt, weld it on, and then it'll give us something to lock that into place on that front side, on the clutch side. And then on the back side, of course, we'll have our spring and our pin and all that good stuff. But this should work. So we're going to cut this real quick, finish cleaning the rod up, then we'll go ahead and bust our welder out real quick, tack our bolt to the end of the rod, get that all one piece, and then we can reinstall our brake rod as a working brake rod, and it should be exactly what we're looking for. So let's get this modified real quick so we can go ahead and get everything assembled and get the wheel back on it. So really all that we'll need is hot battery, air in the tires, cleaned up, and a good honing. Alright, she's cut and prepped, front and rear, of course. Holes drilled in the rear. That rear is done. We just got to weld this bolt up here I'm going to go run inside into the office and grab my old camera that I used to film with, because of the fact that I really don't want to film welding with my new cameras. I decided I would retire my old camera and just use it as a welding and spark camera. That way I don't have to worry about it so much. So we're going to go run inside, grab it real quick, come back out here, weld that up, and install it on the mower and see if it works. Alright, a little bit of fabricating, a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of parts finding, and a little bit of assembly. Later on we have this. Here is our new brake assembly. It connects up there. There was a bolt in that, and then that is the bolt that was in it. I took it out, welded it to the rod, turned it around, and then of course one on one side washer, nut on the other side. Then back here we have spring, 2 washers, and a threaded stud, because this is supposed to be for something else. But what we did to keep the stud from threading out is we drilled a hole in the back and we put a cotter pin. Then I've got a spring retracting this back to hold pressure, or hold back pressure on the brake when it's not engaged, so it's not engaged at all to the brake or anything of that sort. And then we have another spring holding the rod back, but I have got on it, it does work, and we do have brakes now. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and lift this thing up, get the wheel back on it, and get it sat back down on the lift. And then tonight we may go ahead and clean this thing up, get it looking a little better, get the tires aired up, get it ready to ride tomorrow, because that's it. She's fixed. Alright, just got done with the brakes. We're about to put the wheel back on, but I got to take a quick coffee and muffin break. It is cold out here. And we're going to get our tires aired up, get her cleaned up, and make sure there's a battery charged tonight. Oh yeah, I can't wait for this. She's going to be better than ever. Alright guys, so we're not finished cleaning the Bandit just yet. We got one side left to do. I had to pull it off the lift to do so. But we did a thing. Once I pulled the Bandit off the lift, I realized that the General is in the way. Have nowhere to store it. Don't want to store it outside. Can't store it up high anymore because I don't have any room up there where the trucks are, and plus the front tarp is gone. I've only got the sides. The front and the back is open, so really it's not very dry up there. And you know, the sheriff mower stole the Bandit's place, I mean the General's place. So here's what we did. It's a little sketchy, but it's gonna work. So I went and got a 2x4 from out back, and all these are 15 inches apart, the feet. So I put a 2x4 under it, cut them at 15, all 4 sides. We've got a screw on each side, screw into the 2x4 here, and then it's sitting on cinder blocks. So I also have it screwed to the wall up in this area, and then we have our stuff up here, of course. The General now fits under there. The only thing that was sticking up was the steering wheel, but one bolt and it pops right off. Even the shaft comes off, and it gives us just enough room to be able to pull the Bandit up there. So the Bandit is now going to sit on top of the General. Is it going to work? Yes. And is it going to give me more room in the shop? Yes. Is it also going to be able to store my mowers with more room in the shop? Yes. Because I don't want to store the Sheriff mower outside, nor the Bandit here, nor the General. General has too many electronics. The Sheriff mower has the lights and stuff. I don't want them to get wet. And this guy just has a really nice paint job that I don't want to get messed up. So everything's going to be stored inside from now on. We don't really use this lift very much, except for, you know, storing shit, really. It's a storage area. So yeah, I'll need help pushing it up there from now on, but so what? It's a lift, and it's going to give me what I need, the room. So 1, 2 on top of there. That ramp will also move when we get them both up there, or that one up on top of the General, and then that one will stay over there, and then we'll have room for 1 and 2 if we're working on them. So that gives us room for 5 in here. If 1 is short here, I'll be able to fit 2 here, and I can actually fit 2 there if, like, say there was a storm coming, and if we absolutely had to, I can fit 1 up here. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can fit 8 mowers in here. I could actually fit 1 up here if I could get it in this spot. So that'd be 9. Yeah, I can fit some mowers in here now with the setup that we have. So I dig that. I know there's some people out there probably like, oh, that's sketchy. Well, hey, it'll work. It's not your life I'm risking, it's mine. So yeah. But General on bottom, Sheriff mower, the Bandit on top, and we'll be good to go. So the last thing we need to do to this is finish cleaning it and air up tires, and then we will be ready to put a battery in it tomorrow, or charge a battery that is in it, and then start it up and take it for a ride. Alright, it's clean. Oh boy, it sure cleans up good. Look at that mower. That wet spot on the hood is just from, of course, it being wet. Just noticed there's a dent here in the hood from when I flipped it. Oh well. Otherwise, she cleans up really good. Really good. This thing looks awesome. I love this mower. Anybody that has been watching from the Instagram, let me know you're here. Yeah, because I've been getting some comments on Instagram about this unit. And I can understand why. I love it too. I didn't build the whole thing, just so everybody knows. I'm not going to claim that. If y'all will go back, actually I'll just pin it at the end of the video is what I'll do. The original video from when I picked this up, I actually picked it up from the same kid that I picked up the green and yellow MTD yard machine, yard man, something like that. But I picked that up from him, and then I fixed it because he really wanted that mower. And I fixed it, and then I traded him that back for this because he wanted that mower back. And this was a red highly modified mower when I got it, but it had a lot of weak points, it had a lot of issues. It was nothing what it is today. So between me and a guy years ago, we both built this machine. and he kind of had it, I would guess you would call it a prototype. So I have the refined version now, and it is awesome. This thing runs, rides amazing. It's an awesome drifter. It is a really awesome mower, and I love it. So now that it's cleaned up, we're gonna go ahead and put some air in the tires real quick, and then at this point we are just waiting for tomorrow so we can ride it around the yard, and then back up on the lift it goes. And it's new refined lift in its new home. So yep, it's looking good. So let's go ahead and get some air in the tires. Alright, got air in the tires, and I made sure it has the same amount all the way around. You know, I'm starting to think the reason that I may have flipped this thing last time is because it didn't have enough air in the back tires, and it caught, and that is a big possibility. But I got it proportioned now, and really at this point we're just waiting to ride tomorrow, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night, go inside, do some editing, and then I'll be back out here again tomorrow. We'll be able to take this out for a ride and then put it up for the rest of the winter in its new home, and then move on to another video where we're going to be building a new mud mower, and y'all are going to want to check that one out. So I'll see you guys back out here again tomorrow. Alright, good morning, and this is the last day of this video. Yesterday was supposed to be the last day of this video, but we spent the day. Wife got me a surprise, and she had ordered some stuff off of Temu. I've never really used that place, but apparently she got a bunch of old rustic looking signs, and I know that one is spelled wrong. Not that stupid. It's that's supposed to be a Z instead of an S, but I'm gonna overlook that. I don't care. I think they're cool. Old Valvoline sign, NGK 76, Texaco, old Golf, and then Mobile Racing Oil. I think that's it. How many? There were 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's it. But I think they're really cool, and it's really nice of her to get me that. I hadn't mentioned I wanted some, but next thing you know, she just bought me some, which I think is really cool. So hopefully at some point we'll have the shop kind of decked out with stuff like that. But we also did a little reorganizing yesterday. Most of y'all know, if y'all are OGs to the channel, I keep all my bolts in 2 cut off radiator or antifreeze jugs. Well, I got tired of that, so I had been saving jars, because I eat a lot of like peppercini peppers and jalapenos and pickles and what are those little green olives with the pimento in it. I like those too. So I've been saving all these jars for a while, and I had a few in the refrigerator that just had brine in it and needed to be poured out. So last night I went through and organized all of my bolts, nuts, clips, washers, nails, screws. It's all here. What I did was I took and put 2 screws on each lid, to hold everything up in place, and then I can just twist it off, get what I need, and then put her back up there, and she's good. So we have bolts, 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 bolts. Got some clips and some stuff that sort. And then we got screws, washers, nuts, bolts, clips, washers, nails and screws, nuts, screws, bolts, washers and clips, bolts, and clips, pins, spacers, C-clips, and other things of that sort. Everything is organized, and I am very happy with that. So with all that being said, what we're going to do today is I've already got the chest mount hooked up onto me. I just got to switch the camera from here to there, and then we're going to take this thing out for a ride. I have not since charged the battery, so we may have to jump it. We may have to pull the battery and put another one on it. I don't know. I'd like to think I could just jump it and ride it, and then we'll put it up. We got some things in the works for 2 or 3 new videos. Tomorrow I'm going to pick up 2 projects, or not tomorrow or Sunday I'm going to pick up 2 projects from Shaggy over at Shaggy Small Engines. Y'all be sure to check him out, Shaggy Small Engines on YouTube and Shaggy's Repairs on Facebook. There is one mower that y'all might have seen on his channel if y'all watch his channel. I don't know if he's filmed anything on that mower yet. He calls it the Warlock. It's a little wizard mower. It needs some work, so I'm going to be bringing it over here. And then I'm going to be taking his race mower to him, where we finished that video up a couple of weeks ago. We're going to be taking that to him, where he's going to get a carburetor finally and put it on there and get it running, and it'll be done. And we are picking up another mower from him, which I'm going to leave as a surprise. I don't know if it runs, I don't know if it rides, I don't know anything about it other than it's like a Craftsman. So that'll be in a video, and then we're about to start building the mud mower of the what is it, first gen LT1000 mud mower build. So yeah, y'all be sure to stay tuned for all that, and let's get y'all switched over, get this thing jumped off, open the shop up, and take it out for a ride. Alright, got our jump box hooked up. I'm gonna get on this thing, see if it will start. Let's see. We've got power. We got power to our fan. Let's see if we got power to the starter. No. I wonder if I try hooking up a pair of jumper cables up to it, may it give it enough juice to do it. Alright, we got a pair of jumper cables on it now. Let's see if that does it. No. What is going on with this thing? Trying to give it a good connection. Come on, baby. Start up. May have to change the battery. Damn it. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do that. Almost makes me wonder. I wonder if something's going on with the ignition system. Let's get a screwdriver, see if I can jump it. Alright. Yeah, it'll jump over. But it won't work with the switch. Well, let's just jump it like this. Open up our front valve. We killed it. Now it makes me wonder, will it start without needing to jump, and it's just legit the switch. took this thing on a ride. Other than the switch, it's either the switch or the solenoid, and I'm not going to worry about it right now. She runs, she rides, God, she eats. It still needs a fuel regulator. If y'all hear it choking out when I give it a lot of pedal, it is the fuel regulator absence is what that is. It's pumping too much propane into the carburetor at once, and it can't handle it. It's almost like having a carburetor on an electric fuel pump. Any of y'all know, any of you mechanics out there that actually do know what I'm talking about, if you put a carburetor on an electric fuel pump, more than likely you're going to need a fuel regulator. Most injection rails run about 15 psi. Most carburetors call for anywhere from, I think, 3 to 5. Correct me if I'm wrong. We got us a oil leak. Oh, now I'm starting to wonder, did I crack that when I flipped it last time? Maybe. I don't know. We'll not worry about that so much right now. I hope that's not the case, but we hope you guys enjoyed this video of us getting the Bandit, the Sheriff mower, and the General ready for winter storage. Of course, we're about to put the Bandit up there, and we're going to call it, and that's where it's going to live. Everything has its new home, and we're about to get started on another project. So y'all be sure to go down there, like the video, comment down below if you have anything to say, especially if it's not derogatory. If it's derogatory, just going about your way. But otherwise, I'll try to reply to everybody. Thank you for the likes, thank you for the comments. Everybody that's out there that has supported the channel, we surely appreciate you. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so y'all smash that subscribe button and hit that all notification bell. That way you're notified every time we put out a new video, which is once, twice, maybe 3 times a week. It depends on the schedule. So with that being said, check out the adventuring page if y'all like exploring and abandoned shit and other stuff like that. Adventuring O'Brien, links in the description. We're still working on getting our gaming channel up and going, but y'all be sure to subscribe to it too, show it some love. Links in the description. Facebook, Instagram for you guys that want to check out and see the updates with the shop and everything about projects and stuff that you're not going to see in videos. Y'all be sure to come join us, Flyin Garage, Mud and Race Mowers. It's a group on Facebook. Share your build, share your ideas. It don't matter what it is. If it has an engine, wheels, and a steering wheel, share it. And y'all be sure to stay tuned for some of the new videos to come out. We got a mud mower video coming out. We got a revival coming out, and a couple other videos. So y'all be sure to stay tuned for those. Huge shout out to Jeff and all his friends in the Virginia area. Thank you for watching. Surely appreciate you guys. Shout out to Michael and Braddock. Thank you guys for watching and the gift and just supporting the channel. Everybody else has reached out to me on the Facebook and the Instagram. Everybody that's followed the Instagram recently has started to grow. Thank you guys, and all the new subscribers to the channel. We surely appreciate you, and thank you as well. If y'all want to show us support, like, comment, subscribe, check out some of the other videos, and if you just want some background noise, put on Flyin Garage. It sure helps the views and the likes and all that stuff. YouTube likes that, so do I. So, like I said, we surely appreciate you guys interacting with the channel and all the other platforms. And we will see you guys on the next episode, where we will either be in a revival or building a mud mower. So, you're just going to have to follow the Instagram and the Facebook to find out. See you guys then.